There is a big celebration in Portland today to mark the 20th anniversary of a unique Girl Scouts program.
And this is specifically designed for girls who have mothers or grandmothers in prison. Fox 12's Kelsey Watts introduces us to the program called Girl Scouts Beyond Bars.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Sisters have a special bond, and that's especially true for Crystal Morley-Swan and her little sis, Casey. They work together at Dave's Killer Bread in Milwaukee, sharing their laughs and their lives. But that wasn't always the case, because at a young age, Crystal was an inmate.
I ended up in prison at 19, and so we really didn't have a relationship. We didn't really know each other.
It was a dark time in her life, one she doesn't like to talk much about. She left home at 13, got into drugs, and committed 3 felonies. She was sentenced to 7.5 years at the only women's prison in Oregon, the Coffee Creek Correctional Facility. At the time, her little sister was only 13.
So I didn't want her to go down the same path I went down.
That's when she heard about a program that would change her life. It's called Girl Scouts Beyond Bars, and it's a troop just for girls who have a mother figure in prison. Through the program, Casey was brought to Coffee Creek every other Saturday, time where they could bond, connect, and learn to grow together.
It wasn't like regular visiting. It was a time where we could hug longer, we could hug numerous times, we got to hold hands, we got to braid each other's hair, do crafts together, learn songs, and even have lunch together. And that was something you don't get with regular visiting.
It's a really poignant moment that we don't want to interfere with. We'll see a girl as old as 13 desperately want to sit in her mother's lap and have that connection.
Amy Batula is in charge of the program for the Girl Scouts of Oregon and Southwest Washington. It serves girls from kindergarten through high school, while their incarcerated mothers or grandmothers trained to be troop leaders. The Girl Scouts organize the transportation to Coffee Creek, and the troop meets in the prison cafeteria or visiting room. It's a regular Girl Scouts meeting twice a month, teaching leadership and community, but from inside the walls of Coffee Creek.
I just see joy in their faces when they talk about it, when they ask for the applications. Girl Scouts gives them an opportunity to interact in a difficult place and make it empowering.
Research shows that children of incarcerated parents are at greater risk themselves of ending up in the criminal justice system. But studies from the Girl Scouts Research Institute shows that the Beyond Bars program makes a big difference in turning the tide. More than 75% of the girls who take part not only have stronger relationships with their mothers and grandmothers, but they also have better school performance, make healthier choices, and are more engaged in their communities. Changes that can last a lifetime.
We're really changing the narrative that the girls see themselves as something more than someone who has a parent or a grandparent that's incarcerated, and the women see themselves as something more than a person that made a mistake that led to them being incarcerated.
For Crystal and Casey, that's absolutely true.
And that's a blessing in itself, to say that I work with my sister and our bond is partly due to Girl Scouts. It gave us that time together that we wouldn't have had.
They credit their time in Girl Scouts Beyond Bars with shaping who they are today. Successful, strong women who aren't held down by the past and have a future to look forward to.
Being able to keep those bonds between mothers and daughters and sisters and grandkids, it's important. It gives you a reason to keep going.
Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.